Ever since the beginning of time, people have used millions of different kinds of healing methods. It started out simple. Wrapping your arm in a leaf to stop a cut from bleeding was the most advanced form of curing someone during that time. Now, thousands and thousands of years later, modern-day technology can now tell you what you're suffering from in a matter of minutes. First, we started out with nature's most simple elements: fire, water, earth. Very simple. A lot of time has passed since those days, and we now have machines that can transport you across the world in a matter of hours. Time goes by in the blink of an eye, but what if I told you that this is just the beginning? This is just the beginning of what we know about our planet. This is just the beginning of human evolution. And this is just the beginning of curing diseases completely. But what if I told you that in the not so distant future, diseases like cancer and the common cold won't even exist anymore? What if I told you that right now, I could give you a glimpse into that future?
Alright, let's do this. Hey guys, I know that intro was really intense and now I'm sitting down, don't worry. So basically, you probably had no idea what my project is right now because of that intro, so that's why I'm here. So my project is nanobots and how they will affect us in the future. The reason I did that intro is because you know when you get an essay and you get that little template of how you should write the essay, and on the top of the essay it says, make sure that you have a hook for your writing. Bam. Well, that's basically what that was. It was a hook. And then, yeah, so now we're here. So let me try to explain to you what nanobots are. In the future, nanobots are a way to heal people and to keep them alive longer and just have a more healthy life. I actually have papers here for a definition. A nanobot is a tiny machine designed to perform a specific task or tasks repeatedly and with precision at nanoscale dimensions. Before we go on, you're probably asking yourself, how small is a nanobot? So I got that for you right here. See, it says right here, the question, how small is a nanobot? To put it into perspective, in 1 foot, there are 304.8 millimeters, right? So if you got a ruler, you could fit 304.8 millimeters on there, okay? In 1 foot, you can fit 304,800,000 nanometers. That's how small these things are. A nanobot is the length of a nanometer, and you could fit 304,800,000 nanobots on a ruler. Imagine that. Try to put that into perspective. So I'm gonna just turn this way a little bit. That's what a nanobot will be in the future. As you can tell, they're like on the cells and everything and stuff like that. It's pretty neat. Anyway, some more questions and answers right now. If we create nanobots, what will they achieve? See, I'm just reading these off. I didn't really have to print these, but why not? Okay. One giant achievement that people have been talking about with these nanobots is that they can supposedly slow down or eventually even stop aging. And there's been actually a lot of controversy about creating these nanobots because not everyone wants to live forever, you know? Just imagine you're married. You probably wouldn't want to live with that person for all of eternity. They can get pretty annoying. I asked my math teacher. Now I'm going to explain like how aging works and stuff like that because most of you probably don't know. Ask yourself right now how aging works. This is what I got. Miss Lockwood, tell me if I'm wrong right now, okay? The way aging works is that the body goes through a variety of changes as it gets older. In general, muscles, blood vessels, and other tissues lose their elasticity. Elasticity is the thing that keeps you like together, I guess, and without it, you get all saggy like an old person and things just get old and get run down. The heart becomes a lot less efficient, bones become weaker, metabolism slows down, basically everything slows down and comes to a stop, and aging affects practically every part of your body, right? So now, with those slowed down and old organisms, what will nanobots do to them? Once the nanobot has entered your body, I'll get to how they'll enter your body later. Once they enter your body, they will manipulate the matter on an atomic, molecular, and supramolecular level and fix any issues the cells have, and then will turn them into good cells again. So basically, as you get older, cells deteriorate, they get older, they get all like just weird, they don't work as well. What nanobots will do is they'll come in and they'll fix those cells and make them not brand new, but as good as new basically. So you'll always have just refreshed cells that will keep you, I guess, looking young, and I guess you'll never die. The scientific terms like supramolecular and stuff like that, those are just fancy words for really small. So now let's get to the question, how will nanobots get injected into our body and eventually make their ways into our cells? Since this technology isn't completely like invented yet and it's not made yet, there are only theories. One really good theory is that since these bots are so tiny, they'll put them in like a syringe, and you know when you go to the doctors, you get a shot, the nanobots will be in that little shot, and then I guess they'll insert it into your arm or something like that, and then they'll go into your cells and they'll know exactly what to do somehow. we're not there yet, but it'll come soon. Next question, which I actually researched this myself because I was pretty interested in this question. How will these nanobots even survive in a human's body? And these things almost need batteries, so like what would happen? Would the batteries die out? Well, once again, this technology has not been invented yet, but because of this, there are only ideas. One big idea is that since the bots are so small, they won't even need a lot of energy, right? The bots will be able to charge themselves to full capacity before entering the body, and then after they do enter the body, they will be able to last for years. So once you get an injection, you won't even have to change them for years to come. You'll have them in there for a long time, and they'll keep you as young as when you first got them injected. So let's imagine you're 50 when you get the nanobots injected. 10 years later, you come back and you still look like you're 50. You don't even look like you're 60 anymore.
What is this? For what? Why?
And the 50, 60, that age, you change a lot. So those nanobots will help you out a lot. Okay, we're getting towards the end here. We talked about all the benefits and everything, but are there any side effects or anything bad about using these nanobots? Well, according to sciencebuzz.org, because nanoparticles are so small, they can get inside living cells, and there's evidence that they may cause damage when they do. Some particles are so small, they don't trigger the body's immune response once they're inside the cells. That's just how small these nanometer bot things are. They're so tiny that they won't even trigger the cell's response. Another thing is that other nanoparticles and just things like that will seem to bond to DNA and deform the cell structure. So even though that we don't have these things yet, we're definitely gonna not be able to release them soon because we gotta figure out these issues and how we can solve them. But then once we do, we can stop aging completely. Okay, so that's all the papers I have. In conclusion, ask yourself right now, do you think we should have nanobots? Do you think we should stop aging? Do you think that we should be able to live on forever? But anyway, this has been me, Jordan Kleinbaum, doing my science project on nanobots. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know this was meant to be 5 minutes, or probably less. This is probably an 8-minute video. I'm sorry about that, so let's move on to the next one. You choose, Miss Lockwood. I will see you guys later. Goodbye.